So currently the buzz is all around AI technology and how you can use it to help create a gym training program or even help do your school assignments. Much so to the point that schools around the world have even called a ban on it. So today, let's see how it does with answering some of the most frequent sports card questions. So today we're going to be using ChatGPT, and let's start off with the most basic question in asking it, what are sports cards? Sports cards are collectible trading cards featuring images and statistics of athletes primarily from various sports such as baseball, basketball, and football. They're often made of cardboard and may be produced as a limited edition. They're collected and traded by fans as a hobby and can also have monetary value based on rarity, condition, and demand. I think that's a great way to start off because it's basically talked about what sports cards are, why they can be seen as popular to some people, being that they are limited edition in some cases, and then they also possibly could have monetary value when it's based on rarity, condition, and demand, as we've said already. So great start by ChatGPT. All right, let's go a step up and ask AI how to make money off of sports cards. Hopefully it gives us some investments and who to buy. That might be a follow-up question anyways, but let's see. So there are several ways to make money off sports cards, including number one, buying it low and selling high. Look for cards that are undervalued and then selling them for a profit when their value increases. Invest in rare and high demand cards. Focus on acquiring cards that are rare or in high demand, such as those featuring iconic athletes or milestone achievements, and then hold onto them or sell them for a premium price. Grading. Consider having your cards professionally graded and certified, as this can increase their value. Correct. Build a portfolio. Build a diverse collection of sports cards by acquiring cards from various sports teams and athletes. This can help reduce risk and increase overall value. Number 5, network and educate yourself. Join online communities, attend trade shows and events, and educate yourself on the sports card market to stay informed on market trends and find good deals. Remember, the sports card market can be volatile and the value of a card can change quickly based on various factors. It's important to do research and carefully evaluate the potential risk before making investment decisions. Wow. So number one, buy low, sell high. That sounds very easy. So I think we have to do a follow-up question in terms of what can dictate, what can help increase a price of a sports card. Number 2, invest in rare and high demand cards. Yeah, pretty spot on there. Number 3, grading. I think it's almost the one thing that's kind of lingered around in terms of like the most consistent thing in terms of people making money off sports cards. If you have a solid card and it can get a PSA 10 because it's in great condition, it can always go for a multiplier. Build a portfolio. I feel like that's sort of dropping off in a way. Like I feel like a couple of years ago we were all kind of almost like a bit of a share portfolio where we dedicate percentages to certain athletes and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know how that kind of goes nowadays with the way the sports card market has gone. I feel like people have kind of dropped off in the investing aspect of it, and I think people were focusing more on their collections and quick flips and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know about investing long term. I don't really think that is as much of a big thing anymore, and you've probably seen my content, it doesn't really revolve around that as much. Number 5, network and educate yourself. I think it's a really good one. Not just attending trade shows and educating yourself, but you can find some really great deals when you go to card shows as well. So I think those 5 points have summarized it very well. AI is doing us a deed here. So follow-up question to what we were just saying, but how does a sports card's price increase? Let's see what AI says. So sports cards price can increase due to several factors, including scarcity. Agree. Cards that are rare or hard to find will generally be in high demand and command a high price. Condition. Cards that are in near perfect condition with no damage or wear will generally be worth more than those in poor condition. So attributing that to grading as well and attaching there. Athlete performance. Cards featuring athletes who perform well, achieve milestones, can increase in value as they become more sought after by collectors. I think that's almost like the main one at the moment, depending on card as well. Market demand. The popularity of certain sports or athletes can drive demand for their cards, and when demand increases, so does the price. Market trends. Changes in the market, such as a new player entering the market, can influence the demand for certain cards and therefore their price. And limited edition releases. Cards released as a limited edition can increase in value as the supply is finite and collectors are willing to pay more for a rare item. Again, it's given us a little bit of a spiel at the end in terms of making sure you're informed, so it's not just giving us this advice and we're taking it as gospel and then we're losing money. So I kind of like how it's covering its tracks that way as well. I think we all want to know though what AI's opinion is of the current best sports card investment. As of my knowledge cutoff of 2021, it is difficult to determine the best sports card investments as the value of a sports card can fluctuate rapidly based on various factors and market conditions. Some popular athletes and franchises such as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and the New York Yankees have consistently been popular among collectors and may offer a relatively safe investment. However, it's important to remember that there is no guarantee of return on an investment, including sports cards, and that doing research, monitoring market trends, and working with a professional in the field can help inform investment decisions. So I think we all need to find a professional so that we can guarantee ourselves profit. But yeah, very interesting response. I think it's just giving us a bit of a safe response. It doesn't want to give us like something in particular, because again, I don't know, like if it gives us something and we all invest in it and it goes to zero, can we sue AI? Is that even a thing? I don't know too much about AI, but yeah, I think that's a very interesting answer, and potentially, I know it's just covering its tracks there, but yeah, I would want it to give us like one or two selections, hopefully, that it would just throw us all away. So I guess a sort of related question to that: who is the best modern sports card investment? So hopefully that cuts off a lot of the start. So it's difficult to determine a single modern sports card investment. So it's going to list a few athletes here. LeBron James. LeBron James has been one of the more dominant NBA players for over a decade. Tom Brady. Tom Brady's record-breaking career and recent move to Tampa Bay. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's tragic passing in 2020 has led to an increased demand for his cards. Mike Trout, his consistent performance on the field, same spiel at the end. So essentially, it's given us almost like four of the more popular players. So, I mean, it didn't give a specific card or anything like that, but to give us four athletes that they think has been strong performers in the sports card market, I think that's interesting. LeBron, Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, Mike Trout. I mean, you could probably even go Patrick Mahomes. That would probably round out the Mount Rushmore of sports card investing in the last 2-3 years, but yeah, very interesting response there, AI. So I'm going to test AI's knowledge and ask, what is the most expensive sports card that has ever sold? And let's see what it says. I think it's the Honus Wagner, I think, still. All right, so as of my knowledge cutoff of 2021, the most expensive sports card ever sold is a T206 Honus Wagner, which sold for $3.12 million in an auction conducted by SCP Auctions in 2016. So that's wrong. I think it's around 7 or 8 million. So obviously the cutoff was in 2021, and we've had a wide range of sales since then. So I can see why it's gotten it wrong. But yeah, it's said that it's the most valuable and one of the most valuable and rarest baseball cards in the world. I want to see, why is the T206 Honus Wagner card so valuable? Let's see if it gives us a follow-up response to that. So it's considered one of the more valuable and rarest baseball cards in the world, and it's high value due to several factors. Scarcity. Only a small number of T206 cards exist. Its legacy of Honus Wagner. Condition. Many examples are in poor condition due to their age. And the history, which is widely regarded as, it was produced by the American Tobacco Company. Okay, I thought it would give us a bit more of a story. If you don't know much about the T206 Honus Wagner story, a lot of people have said that a lot of people said that Honus Wagner didn't really support the use of a trading card coming out of a cigarette pack. He thought it wasn't ethical to sell it to kids, which nowadays we would all say that, but maybe back then it was pretty normal. But that was one of the reasons, and that's apparently why there's only about 40 or 50 of these cards that actually exist. So to find any in good condition from 1906 would be pretty hard. So a lot of people always ask me as well, where can we sell sports cards? So let's see what AI says. We all know there's a wide range of marketplaces at the moment. So there are several places where you can sell sports cards, including online marketplaces, eBay, ComSeat, Beckett Marketplace, local card shops, auctions, private buyers, and regardless of the method you choose, it's important to do research and get a sense of the market value of your cards before selling them. And additionally, be mindful of fraud and only sell your cards to reputable buyers. I like that. I was actually going to say, I hope AI has has the understanding of some sort of safety net there that people should be only selling to people that they know, or like, you know, trustworthy sources, I guess, or trustworthy buyers. So they listed a fair few there, and obviously there's all these ones that have been added. I'm not too sure if it was before or after ChatGPT was even created, but I guess whatnot as well. Not ship my cards, sorry. Sell my slabs. Sell my slabs? My slabs. Oh my god. Sell my slabs. I'm cooking it there. My slabs. And then, yeah, you've got some other places as well. So it's listed the ones pre-2021 that have seemed to kill it, and that's pretty much a good answer. But yeah. All right, we'll give it a couple more questions. How should I store my sports cards? So proper storage is important for preserving the condition and value of your sports cards. Here are some tips for storing your sports cards. Use protective sleeves and top loaders. Store your cards in protective sleeves and place them inside top loaders to prevent damage from handling and environmental factors such as light and humidity. Tick there. Avoid excessive heat and moisture. Store your cards in a cool, dry place to prevent damage from heat and moisture. Keep them organized. Massive fan of keeping things organized. Store them vertically. Storing your cards vertically rather than stacked on top of each other can help prevent bending and creasing. Doesn't really matter there, I guess. If it's in top loaders, it doesn't matter, but obviously if the card itself has no protection, yeah, I think that sounds about right. Handle your cards carefully. Always handle your cards by the edges to prevent fingerprints and other types of damage, and avoid touching the surface of the card. Store your cards in a safe place where they won't be damaged or lost, such as a locked cabinet or safe. Cool. Last question I'll ask, and it's probably the one that has probably changed a little bit over the last couple of years with the amount of grading services that have been added, but what is the best sports card grading service? All right, let's see. The best sports card grading service is subjective and can vary depending on the collector's specific needs and preferences. However, some of the most popular and widely recognized sports card grading services include PSA, good, number 1. Beckett, BGS, that has number 2. I don't know if they're going to put this in order. SGC is known for its strict grading standards and quick turnaround times. GAI is a well-respected grading service that specializes in autographed sports memorabilia as well as sports cards. I've never heard of GAI in my life, so might have been something that was gone pre-2021, or I'm just completely oblivious. Number 5, BVG, Beckett Vintage Grading. Ultimately, the best grading service for you will depend on the type of cards you have, your personal preferences, and the level of accuracy and consistency you are looking for in a grading service. Research each service, consider the fee and turnaround times, and consider getting multiple opinions or appraisals to ensure that you're getting the best value for your cards. So, again, AI is giving us a safe answer. Nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know, other than GAI is pretty much bang on with everything I'd say. I don't really know anything else. But yeah, I feel like AI is just playing it safe, playing it cool at the moment. So that's it for this little fun video of me asking AI some sports card advice. I highly suggest if you've got some free time, go check out ChatGPT and have a bit of a play around with the website. You can lose a couple of hours here just asking some really, really random questions and seeing what answers you can get. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in future videos. Take care.